let's begin the session. Uh, this is a C programming course where we'll be seeing different concepts of C programming over this course. And then we're keeping this course in mind mostly for the C developers who are in embedded field. But this is a rudimentary and fundamental course for any C programmer beginners as well as those who use C program in daily basis, and also those who are preparing for interviews, because they'll be knowing function pointers and structures in the basics. But this session will clarify all the doubts what they had before with respect to these three, because this is where the trick starts and people start to get confused in different kind of concepts, like when to use void, when to use int as a return value. So all of these will be clarified in these sessions. So we have different topics to cover here. So we'll start from variables and what is variable and how to use them in C program, and then execute a simple C program. And then we have different kind of operators. So these operators play a very important role in performing a different operations on the operands. So we'll see what are operands. And then we have decision making statements and the loop statements. So here we have if statement, switch statement, if else. In the looping statement we have a for, while, do while. So those we'll see. And then we have arrays and strings. So we'll not cover in detail of strings, but arrays will be too detailed because these are widely used. And after that we'll cover the functions. So here we have different flavors of functions, like there are functions which accept value, and there are functions which accept pointers, addresses, and some functions have to return a value. So all these different flavors of functions we'll check, and we do a elaborated practical C program codings in these sessions. So and also clarify a lot of frequently asked questions, so which I have prepared in this session. And then we have a topic of pointers, structures, and unions. So these will be, last three will be elaborated videos, and there will be a lot of example codes which we'll be checking, and it will be mostly a practical session coupled with a fundamental explanation of different concepts. Let's see what are the tools we use in this course to perform the code compilation and verify the sample codes what we have. So here I'm using the Code Blocks software. This is the open source software easily available in the internet. So you can just type Code Blocks in the internet and you will be able to download it from the internet. So it's a free source. So you can download it from there and install it. So once we have installed, and then we have, then we'll see how to write a function and execute it. Yeah. So for that, I have one function where I am trying to execute one function, and as usual I named it as hello world function, because that's the function which every programmer, in whenever you learn, you will get to see. It's not the rule, but yeah, following the trend. And let's see how to execute in the Code Blocks. So if you see, this is how the Code Block software looks. Yeah. So I'll just close this so that you have a starting point. So when you have a screen like this, so just for our code analysis or for the verifying code, we can just create one empty file, start writing. So I explain you what are these different statements briefly, because this follows for every function. So once you start writing it, you'll get used to it. Yeah. So this is our first function, and I would like to save it. And first step is to build. Yeah. So you can build it. So here you can see the build finished, no errors. Run it. Yeah. What you have here is hello world. That's what we wanted to print. Let's see if it prints something else, because the function name and this need not always be same. Okay. Hello world. Yeah. Again, you have to build it, then compile. Yeah. So let's see, hello world friend. So whatever we're trying to write here, that's getting printed. It's cool. So next we'll see what are these different things here. Yeah. So I'm writing comments, meaning apart from code, you want to write some meaningful comments explaining why you want to write this code. Yeah. In a bigger programs, this is what this is more helpful. Yeah. Comments are useful, though they are not executables. So this is the syntax for comment. So everything what we have here is a syntax. So this is a syntax for comment. You can write any comment here, but meaningful comments are good. File inclusion. Yeah, here I'm trying to write, indicate that I'm including a header file here. Yeah, I can write header file inclusion. Yeah, so this is a header file. So what are header files? We'll see it later. But as of now, you can consider these are the standard libraries, standard header files. Without this, we won't be able to use the function, printf. And then you can see here there is a main. So this is a function name. This is the return type, and these brackets are needed. In function, we'll see what are these brackets. So everything what's there between these two brackets is the function body. And every C function has to have will start from main function. C program will start from main function. And then subsequently it calls different functions and then executes. So as of now, I think this will be clear. So this is must. So this is syntax. We cannot have this. This is not possible. Yeah, because this is not a C syntax. It's not C grammar. This is C syntax. This works. Yeah. And can we write comments here? Yes, you can write comment anywhere you want. And there is another way of writing comments. You can write it this way also. Print hello world. Yeah. So if you try to execute now, you will see first say build and compile. See, there is nothing else happened. Yeah. It just writes comments. It doesn't consider this for the execution.